And then Juan Williams. But right now it's time for Bo Dietl.
Yep.
And I notice sometimes when Bo's on, I don't have anything to do with compiling the best of Imus. Bigfoot and the other folks do that. But sometimes Bo actually makes it. So that's pretty good. Good morning, Mr. Dietl.
Good morning, Don. How are you doing?
Pardon me?
How you doing?
Well, I'm doing fine, Bo. Hey, how about the mafia being excommunicated from the church?
Yeah, well, you know what? When you start whacking people, you can't be whacking people and then going to church in the morning and say, Dominus Tobisco, man.
Yeah.
Ecum Spiritu out. That's the way it is. Remember when you were a kid, that was the altar boy thing. All right. Did you check out
what
this?
now? What were you going to say?
I was giving you a little Latin. But now the Christians, now the Catholics, all of a sudden they popped it into English now. And you play guitars, they eat fish on Fridays. Everything changes.
Yeah,
all
sure.
right, that's cool. All right, did you check out that new book by Ed Klein?
No.
Oh, this is devastation. Ed Klein, I think, did that other book, The Primary Colors or something.
Yes, I remember that.
Remember me? He's a real credited author. How about this? Quote by Bill Clinton about Obama. I hate that man, Obama, more than any man I've ever met, more than any man who's ever lived. It's a whole story about the Obamas and the Clintons and what they went through, and what during the 2012 campaign they met on a golf course, and what was happening was Bill was trying to get the support.
Oh, wait a minute. The photograph we have, Bigfoot, of Edward Klein is not the guy who wrote Primary Colors.
Yes,
Bigfoot.
I'm here.
Hello.
I'm right here.
Test.
Breaker.
It's not the same guy.
We know that now.
So either
Well, that's the guy.
so either Bo is wrong, or you have the wrong photograph up.
Well,
Which
I'm
is
going to go with the wrong
Well,
photograph.
Well, I thank you for going with the wrong photograph, but all I
Do
can
you know,
say,
Connell? Hang on a minute, Bo. Do you have any idea?
If it's the right photograph, I do not know, but I'm assuming Bo would have his facts right, so we'll assume that.
Well, okay.
well, my facts are that one author, and his name is Edward Klein.
Sure.
And Edward Klein was the author, I believe, with the Primary Colors. But Edward Klein's a very authoritative author. And
Well, how
he
do we know that?
Well, the thing is that he is, so that's all.
Well,
All right.
no, that's not good enough.
Okay.
Okay, he is.
Well, I'm telling you
No,
about his
you're
book.
not.
How about his
You're
book?
an idiot.
Okay.
Aren't you thinking
Yeah,
of Joe
Joe Klein
Aren't you thinking of
wrote
Joe
Primary
Klein?
Colors.
That guy,
Well,
too. Joe
So we had the right picture.
Edward Joe Edward.
That changes the whole thing.
Remember Edward Kennedy? What name did he go by? He had two
No,
different
no.
first names.
No,
This
you're
is a
thinking of Joe
different guy.
Klein.
Who's
Oh,
on
my
first?
We have no idea who this guy is.
Third base.
Well, he came out with a book. How good is the book?
Well, anybody can write a book.
All right. Well, you don't believe that Obama and Clinton's they don't
Oh,
love
that's
each
not
other?
No. You're presenting facts that are not correct.
Okay, I'll back up on it. My thought was it was.
Don't you take these notes all weekend?
Yeah, I did, and it was Edward Klein as the author.
It is.
Well, it's not the guy who wrote Primary Colors.
Well, then I apologize.
Joe
and-
Klein is a fairly legitimate journalist. So author.
All right. Well, I'll be.
Edward Klein, we have no idea who this clown is.
I'll be reprimanded on that one, but that was the statement that's in his book. Also,
well.
what was happening, Don? What was happening every night? Valerie Jarrett and Michelle Obama would meet in another room there, and you know what they had the name for Hillary was called Hillary Beast, and the whole book talks about this conflict in 2012 before the campaign about they wanted Obama to mention that he was going to support Hillary in the 2016 presidential run, and Obama went as far as saying that well, you know what, Michelle might be thinking about running for United States Senate in Illinois, and she might be running. She would make a great presidential candidate. Now they're at each other's throats. Also, what comes out is that on 9/11,
how do we know all this?
9/11.
Do you have any independent confirmation for this?
If I may, please, if I may.
No,
just,
you may not.
All right, if
Do
I
you have
write
any independent confirmation? Answer the questions.
well, okay, you know what?
If you
do,
want
then
to come
just
on
vote.
the Bo, you've been doing this for 25 years.
No,
if you want to appear on
27.
if you want to appear on the program, answer the question.
Okay.
If you don't want to appear on the program, just let me know.
Okay.
And we can do something else. Maybe
Okay.
Rob has written something else funny.
Well,
We can
all
go
right.
back
Well,
and
let's
see if he's
back
got
up.
the-
Let's get back up.
Don't talk when I'm talking. We can go back and see if he's got that Godfather thing ready.
Well, All I can
You're
say.
coming in here talking nonsense this morning.
Here, you don't know the fact about what happened in Benghazi? I mean, you want me to get facts out what happened in Benghazi? She was asked to release this thing when she knew, in fact, that this program that was out there was not a video about the Muslims. This was a terrorist attack, and she wanted to resign, and it was a conflict between her and her husband. Well, you know what I'd like to do? I'd like to do some due diligence on, and come back next week, do some due diligence on this author,
please.
and then we'll do that, all right?
This is supposed to be fun, not tedious.
Well, you know what? All I can say is that there's things going on in Washington that the Clintons and the Obamas don't love each other. That was my point. Did you take payola in the 1970s?
No.
You sure? We're doing an HBO thing. You know that. With
I don't.
Andrew Dice Clay, and I have Bobby Cannavale, and what we're doing is we're doing a HBO thing with Martin Scorsese and the other guy with the big tongue there, not Michael Jackson. What's the guy's name?
Gene Simmons.
No,
That's the guy with
the Rolling Stones.
Mick Jagger?
That guy. He's a producer too. So what we're doing is we're doing a series about the payola back in the 1970s and all the cocaine that was given out and all the stuff that went on and all these record labels.
There's a problem. Nobody ever gave me any cocaine. That was a problem. I spent a lot of money.
Don?
Yeah.
You didn't get paid in cocaine when you had a play records?
No.
Never?
No.
You never got payola?
Well, how many times do I have to answer this, stupid?
Oh, okay.
I'm stupid. Get him out of the studio.
All right. All right.
How many times do you have to ask me?
Well, okay.
I said no.
Did you know what went on?
Well, of course.
Okay, so that's what the TV series is about, rock and roll during the 1970s, and it talks about how the payola was pretty prevalent out there and how you didn't get your records played unless you paid the guy. And it's a great story written and screenwritten by Scorsese. And
what did you do? Get up this morning and take a bunch of dumb pills?
Well, what did you do with your hair this morning? Use a firecracker to comb it?
At least I've got here.
All right.
You bald-headed skunk.
You know what?
What's 13 till they are?
You know what? Too much cow manure's over there.